Returning to the world of Orwell, ignorance is strength. So that'll be fun. Let me turn off emote only chat just in case. Just in case. Thank you. Is there a way to pop out my chat? If there is, I don't see it. So I will probably stop to just check chat every so often, just because the screen does not let me resize it. So I can't see chat and the game at the same time, unfortunately. So I'll have to keep a check on it just in case something's going on. But we shall start. Congratulations, you have been selected for special duty. Luke. Select profile picture. There is really nothing here that I would select. Except for the one that I selected from my previous playthrough. So we'll go with this guy. I could put in an email address. I'm not going to, obviously. Especially not on stream. Agent pairing. In order to qualify for special duty within Orwell, taking up this mandatory. Which of the following statements are true to your attitude? I want to make the nation a safer place by destroying the lives of those who are against the nation. Do you like? That's a wonderful question. Not gonna give me any data at all. Something about glasses person over here. I don't know what it is. Something in those eyes. Which is weird because everyone has the same eyes in this game pretty well. There's something in those eyes. It just, you don't see it in the others. I do like there are two sides to every story. I do like that. I don't have a dating profile, is the thing. But sure, look at my medical record. Can I do multiple? Do that. Can I do multiple? I can do multiple. I'm not very fit. I'm not. Well, your best friend boasts about having sex normal since you're working on it and you're responsible for imprisonment. Ooh. You failed.
Hello, O'Brien. Is that you?
I have to disappoint you.
What? Raban, what? How? After all this time? I didn't think you...
Remember what you did? Again, I must disappoint you. I've not been blessed with a short memory.
What? Raban, listen. It wasn't me. I don't know anything about what happened there. That's the truth.
Truth. See, I never had much regard for the Bible, but there's one remarkable, groundbreaking moment. Before being sentenced to death, Jesus goes on and on about being a witness for the truth, but Pilate defies him with the simplest of all questions. What is truth? It is this particular question I've been pondering over for a very long time now. How much of the information ending up on our screens every single day has passed through so many other minds before, each one with their own bias and agenda. It is all cut down to size, proportioned, ready to be consumed, and yet we greedily swallow it all in blissful ignorance, because our hunger is unending.
Stop the nonsense and get to the point. What do you want?
To ask you a question. What is truth?
I don't understand.
Now you're the disappointing one. You of all people should, Oleg Bakay. There is only one thing about truth that is certain. Truth is dead. As you soon will be.
What? Why? You? How did you manage? How? Vart! Vart!
And that's our introduction to this one. Just checking over in the chat. There's no one there. Although I have a viewer. So hello, viewer. I hope you'll enjoy. We're waiting, we're loading, we're waiting, we're loading. Waiting and loading, waiting for the load. Ba ba da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba ba da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba. So much like my previous playthrough, I'm gonna just be gunning for anyone that seems suspicious. Destroy them. For no good reason, even though there are ways to do things so much nicer. That's not what I want to do. That's not what I feel like doing. We're also not responding. Oh, there it is. Episode 1. Thesis. So you think you can redo the aptitude test just like that? That's either downright naive or you're willing to shift the truth to your liking. You might be exactly whom I need. My name is Ampleford. I'm part of special division within the government, the office. We get called in for the delicate matters. A man called Oleg Bakay disappeared a couple of days ago. The last we heard of him was the call I just played to you. I've added a transcript of that dialogue to your reader tool. You can read it again or listen to the recording when you're done. Open the unknown person profile on the left. Okay. Since you're paired with an investigator, I'll assume you're familiar with the procedure and spare you most technicalities. For starters, upload Oleg Bakay's name from the transcript to his file by dragging it over a letter from the left. There you go. Just checking something, sorry. Good. This profile is now primed on Oleg K. Now, other data chunks related to this person might appear. Check the transcript for newly found data chunks. Okay, I'm just going up to the top. Nothing. Okay. Truth is dead, as you soon will be. Ooh, when I upload, the stream kind of dips a little bit. Ooh, that ain't good. That's an odd thing to say, isn't it? We're taking that as a death threat, as did the National Beholder. The National Beholder is the most respectable news site in the nation. You may browse their headlines freely to get information. The recording of the call you heard ended up in their newsroom. Why? That's a piece of the puzzle we're missing right now. However, this article is a good starting point for our investigation on Oleg Bouquet. To proceed, please adapt his picture and profession. Anti-Kassar blog involved in Parisian soldier's disappearance. Man's got a nice beard. Not exactly the most tender smile, but that's not what we're here for after all. We're just gonna put this over. Just so the information's there. Robin Vart. That's the name that Oleg Bouquet mentioned during the call. Let's focus on Bouquet for the moment. We will get back to Vart in a second. He's a Parisian army officer. I need a drink of water. As you see, Oleg Bouquet is an important figure in the Parisian army, our neighboring country. We are very concerned about his fate. So, his rank is captain. His call sign is Janus. He served since 2006. He was the 1st Infantry Division Brava. He's had some good working service, you know. The stream can be a little choppy when I upload things to a profile, so watch out for that. And I also can't keep an eye on chat too heavily because of the fact that I can't resize the window. But I do check in from time to time. So, hope you're having a good morning so far. So we want to know that he is a captain. Agent, you may have noticed by now that for every data chunk you upload, 10 minutes of time pass due to Orwell's extensive search algorithms. The events around us will unfold whether or not we are making progress on our case. Keep this in mind. Okay, so only important things. I should have that and that, I think. A bloody mess, that civil war. Purges has suffered a great deal from it, so did the nation. And we want your call sign, please. We want your call sign, please. Janus, how fitting. He still goes by this call sign. I'm granting you access to our database, which you should have a look at. You'll understand it better after you see the files. Okay. Nothing else is really super useful there, so... Well, yes, we are in fact worried about our relations with Purges because of Bouquet. You will see that the whole truth is more complex. As you're not a simple investigator, you have access to an Orwell build that is designed to meet the specific needs of the office. I'm back to not being able to talk. We can utilize the data stored in the profiler in the left to circumvent certain restrictions that would otherwise bar us from making progress. Make good use of this ability within our database and the data stored in Bouquet's profile so far to solve my little mystery. You did it. Well done. I'll leave you to your deserved info for a moment to truly understand why this case is so precarious. Ah, he's an informant. He doesn't have the beard here. But if end of the day I can go back and do stuff, I will, but yes, McKay is our informant. Placed inside the Parisian army for years, now vanished into thin air. You surely grasp the danger this poses should it ever come out. We need to understand what happened and then possibly retrieve him, or contain the damage. To get to the bottom of this, we will have to investigate the person who called him last, Revan and Vart. We already found a trace to him before on the Beholder. I'll turn Vart into a target person now, and pick up from there. Understood. I do want these two things, though. Luckily, PK is using one of our registered phone devices to communicate with us. It seems to be online right now. You can access it using the insider tool, which I unlock for you now. And I would love to know your passwords. Of course, we do inspect and observe the habits of our agents. What did you expect? Please enter key. Yeah, I don't think I know anything about him. Get me into there, that's okay. That's okay. Alright, so we're gonna go back. Vart, Editor-in-Chief of the People's Voice. The People's Voice. We have heard of them. This preposterous news site has people rallying for protest marches for years. Judging by that call, Van Vart and Oleg Bouquet seem well acquainted, even if it isn't the most friendly relationship, apparently. Your task here is twofold, Agent. First and foremost, we are to locate Oleg Bouquet. Then, in order to understand whether Vart is behind McKay's disappearance, we need to find out what connects the two in the first place. Simple enough. I'm just seeing if there's any useful information. No. No, there is not. Still seems to think there's something here. There is something here. I'm being stupid. There's about the bombing that happened in the first game. This takes place around the same time. I believe exactly the same time, in fact. So none of this is useful to us, but I'm just opening the things. Okay. The people. Oh. One more thing. Before I let you roam freely, remember that we are bound to the division of powers defined by the Ethical Codex. You're now leaving charted territory as far as I am concerned, and I have to rely on the data you upload to make my calls. Did anything you read, especially when it comes to the People's Voice. Don't give me wrong info to work with. I'm counting on you. Alright. The nation burns again. 3 people are murdered because of Blaine's incompetence. But guess who will be blamed? You're blatantly against the nation, so... Revan Vart seems like a real charmer after all that the office has learned about him, which is not overly surprising after that phone call, I guess. He wanted to stop exploiting assaults and misfortune of the nation for his own ends. This moment isn't any different. Yeah. Ooh, there's a picture of him. Anything to say? No? I'll say. He looks like he's gonna strangle someone. prison puppet stops re-election plans. Want some merch? That's fine. And he said, "Let there be riots," and there were riots. How did this man gain such an immense influence over his followers? Wonderful question. Don't really care about that right now. Angels of the Nation Network. Volunteer. Well, if you're being funded, we should have that information. Supported by a national donation network? I cannot help but wonder how they would react if we tipped them towards Bart's statement about the most recent assault. Oops. And we want your email, please, sir. Very good. This will allow you to observe his work email account through the listener tool. Once Vart receives an email or sends one through that account, you'll be notified and be able to read it. And now, Blabber. Survivor. What did you mean when you said he'll not be missed? Did you retire him? He's unhappy now. Oh, like, okay, will certainly not be missed. That is what we want. Of course, he had to brag about Kay's disappearance after the threat. Still, that doesn't answer whether Vart is responsible for what happened. Come on, game. You're not that intensive. Stop giving us problems. These meetings are manipulating since done. Yeah, that sounds like someone I should upload. And that's class 1. Demonize the free press straight from the dictator's guide to supreme rule. Scrolling. Okay. It sounds like they're accusing us of having kidnapped or killed this man. What have you done to Oleg Bakay, Raban? Tell us the truth. Let's not jump to conclusions. I'm sure that Raban can offer an explanation. I'm starting to doubt whether TPV represents what I stand for. We sell ourselves as a blog for the Parisian people, defending their rights and protecting their freedom. As part of that, it is our duty to criticize the Parisian government and the military as a prime target. However, I never signed up to be labeled as a criminal. We don't threaten people, we don't kidnap people, and we certainly do not kill people. Calm down, Shen. Since when do you believe that what the National Beholder prints? They are only trying to frame us. I have nothing to do with the case disappearance. Did I call him? Sure. Did I get a little aggressive? I did. You see, Bakay and I, we have a history. Before we left Parches, Bakay had his mind set on joining the Parisian army. He asked me to take care of his 14-year-old daughter, and I said yes. But soon after, instead of returning to his daughter, I learned he had left for the nation. He said he wanted to find work there. Then all of a sudden, he returns and ranks up to an officer in the army. I am fairly certain he works for the nation's government in some way. However, I have nothing to do with his disappearance and would never kidnap or kill him. Do not believe the lies of the National Beholder. I was unaware of all this. I believe you. But I really think you should watch what you say, Raban. This is starting to get way too tense. This is getting people worked up in both countries. I'm with Shannon on this. I also believe you, Raban, but you should really choose your words more wisely. We always wanted to criticize, one could even say fight against, the Cassart administration and their shady ties to Blaine. But we don't want them to regard us as national enemies, and this fight should remain one of words. You guys are disappointing me. I thought you had it in you. Don't let them intimidate you like that. These are just empty threats. We have to stand our ground now, more than ever. We are not saying we disagree with you, Raban. We're just saying, watch what you say. Okay. do want to know about this. Because if we want the password for that phone, it's probably the daughter. Ah, I see. The two know each other back from where they lived in Parges. Well done, Agent. The basic connection between the two clarified. Our in-depth research of the lead up to this phone call can now begin. I need you to investigate and upload anything that you think is relevant and accurate about the background of these two. Discard anything else. From what you gather, I'll put together a theory about what happened and what we're going to do about it. At the very least, we need a solid motive for Rabban Vart making his threat to Oleg Bouquet and an explanation as to how Vart could contact him on his protected phone. If you need to keep track of your objectives, click on the Orwell eye in the upper left corner of the screen or press escape. This eye right here. I should know about that. I should know about that. Dingin'. He was a principal. There you are, daughter Radka. That's what I want. That's what I want. Give me that. Because that is the password, I'm sure. I see you found your first non-target person. Good. Or we'll keep track of them, but no data chunks or new documents for them will appear. I must authorize them to become a target person first, and I'm willing to do so if I feel it is necessary. Yeah, but I want you for this. Orwell reports you have removed the encryption from Bouquet's device. Open sesame. Good work, Agent. This will aid us greatly. And one there. This is your current location. Brava. Oleg Bouquet is in his former hometown. Peculiar. Why is hiding out there? Rather from whom? Rabban Vart. Excellent work. We will retrieve Oleg Bouquet once we have a clear picture as to why he has gone missing in the first place and what that comment. Wonderful. Ha ha ha, we destroy his finances. I'm not evil. Safety bill. Oh, what a time. I'm just scrolling through. Okay, back to this. Not much of a gallery, but that's a wonderful picture. Good. Can I just copy? No. I gotta switch. Perfect. With this number, we can track Rabban Vart's calls to and from his mobile phone with the listener tool. Sure.
Karen, my love.
Hey.
Having a good day?
Yeah. So far so good. I called to tell you I'll be home late today. I'm sorry.
Again? They don't pay you enough for all the time you give them.
It's not about payment, and you know that. These people rely on me. They need me.
Yeah? Well, I need my wife at home with me some of the time. Am I asking for too much?
Rabban, not so long ago you were among them. You have been in their position.
Yes, I know that. So was Ilya, so were the others. Yet none of us were national soldiers responsible for invading and ravaging countries. If it weren't for them driving refugees out in the first place, why, we wouldn't need these camps.
This again? We talked about this multiple times.
I'm well aware that this extra time you spend there is for her, isn't it?
Raban, she is... I'm worried, that's all. She's more reclusive now than ever. Something isn't right.
One more reason to avoid her.
You want me to cherry-pick who deserves my assistance and who doesn't? All people get the same treatment, the same attention. That's my mandate. I thought you loved that about me.
I do. You're right. Of course you are. You always are. I'm sorry.
It's okay. So, are you good with me getting home late tonight then?
I am.
Thank you.
I will be waiting for you.
No, don't wait. It might get late.
Well, I can hardly go anywhere else.
You shouldn't say things like that. Anyway, I'll talk to you later.
See you.
Okay. Okay. We're gonna go back to here. What the hell is that supposed to mean? Hiding. You mean voluntarily? There's no plan which included going into hiding anywhere. Tried to warn us that Vart had compromised Discover. How could Vart have done that? How did he know? Keep looking for an answer. There must be something they haven't found out about this mess yet. Okay. That's it for that. Makes me wonder how it must feel to be married to this guy. Alright. Invasion. Our efforts and purchase were justified operations to restore and keep the peace. And we succeeded, if I might add that. Probably know this guy has been trying to cook up a large-scale stir for years. I don't see it happening quite yet. Yes, he has succeeded to some extent with the ongoing riots. But we can keep the situation under control. No, you can't. A supporter. Pretty unspecific, huh? I just want to get everyone that's connected to him. Two dead after second explosion. Yeah. I know. That's not useful information to us. I am going this. Is that so? Doesn't exactly count for his loyalty to us. I know, right? He's not loyal at all. Well, that might explain his preachy attitude. Alright. Residents. Visitors. Alright. Okay, you don't have anything useful to me right now. You don't have anything useful to me right now. That's just people yelling at them. Why does this say there's something here? Oh, because I didn't click on that, I'm assuming. Yeah, that's all. Ron Bart married his assigned social worker? You find this as odd as I do. Very much so, honestly. That's why I decided to upload it. He lost his ability to walk. Shelter in the school's library. That could be useful. An autonomous shelter at a school seems a bit overprotective if you ask me, but then again. This genuinely surprises me. How did that happen? Looks like you're getting a chance to investigate a medical profile, even if it's not your own, like in the aptitude test. School got bombed. What? Buried? And he survived this? Yep. If he really believes that, this would be a strong motive. Good. We can't work solely on what Bart believes, though. We need to clarify whether there are any more hints of being involved in this. Well, this is a thing. But what's the truth there? When did the attack happen? Did I miss that somewhere? Does this give a date? No. I give a date? No. I probably want to do that one, but I just want... That's the news, that's just that. That's that. I can do records of attendance, but... Now this won't do anything, but I'll do it. Yeah. There wouldn't be any records for that date because it's not an actual date. And so there's gotta be something we're missing. I'll do this just to try. Terrorists. Fits the picture. I need a good date. Don't want to select certain things because we have only so much time. I guess more information about him can't hurt. Wait, army protection for school? Seriously? Things must have been bad or someone must have been really worried. Especially regarding the shelter. I don't need a picture of him right now. What? Still? I doubt that somehow. Vanguard mixes truth and lies adeptly to trick people. Take whatever he publishes with a grain of salt, as there are typically few truths. Be very, very careful when dealing with an agent. I have to rely solely on you. Missing something. I don't know what it is. I'll get his date of birth, I guess. We don't have that yet. And we'll bring in his information about his wheelchair. There we go. Saving others while risking his own life. Now I see why his followers shoot him, almost like a religious figure. Well, Agent, I think it has become clear already that Raban Bart is only a shadow of his former self. His actions today are what matters. There's the date I was looking for. Wait a second. If Kate's daughter was present, then we can be pretty certain that he was involved in the attack. With Bart as her caretaker, he must have been aware, meaning there must be more behind Bart's threat. I knew that had to be a lie. I mean, I didn't know, but I just had this feeling there was more to it. And I don't believe anything that they post, so... And yet he sympathizes with the FTP? How does that make any sense? It doesn't. Here we go.
Eliavat speaking.
Brother?
Oh, hey, Raban. I didn't expect you to call. I'm getting ready for work. I have no idea what's going on with the donations. I swear they were working, and I haven't changed anything in the back end.
Forget the donations. I need your abilities as my co-writer. You must write me an article.
Right now, is it important?
It is.
What do you want me to write about?
There has been a second assault in Bonton, at Stelligan University.
Another one? Oh, wow. They really have got a situation here, don't they?
We need to cover it. Draw attention to how the government is failing its people.
I'm not quite sure if I'll be able to pull it off at work. I feel like they're watching me already.
Do you stand with me, brother? Or has the nation's corruption and wealth finally swayed your sympathies?
Raban, I stand with you. I've told you this.
Then I have faith in you, brother.
Are you preparing a statement about these threats? This has to stop. Are you gonna say something?
Yes.
Ah, great. Finally.
And it is going to be the most remarkable statement I have ever made. The destruction of the cooperation between Cassett and Blaine.
Destruction? How?
Patience, brother. It won't be long now. Take care of the article.
Okay, I will do my best to get it done for you. Give me about an hour for the draft. I'll put it in the back end.
Good. I'll be waiting. Until later.
Yeah, until then.
Ha! We got a little hubris going, haven't we? No such thing will happen. Cassett and Blaine working together is the best thing that could have happened to Burgess. Why destroy it? Now this makes sense to upload. Prison Puppet. I've seen the memes before. The nation would have zero factual benefit from control over Burgess. I guess we're treading the territory where facts aren't given any weight. Excellent. With that, we will be able to get a glimpse directly into the lion's den, probably useful data on our target. Damn it. I knew he must have been revealed. This changes everything. If K Sacred is out there, then that's how Vart came across the info. This alone doesn't appear to be enough of a motive. Agent, I hate to say it, but with his new perspective on the situation, we have to put K's loyalty into question. If you find any hints at possible disloyalty of our agent towards us, you need to let me know immediately. Okay. What? You talked to Cassard directly and didn't inform us? Damn it. I assume this shows disloyalty towards us, otherwise he would have reported that in. Tons of wonderful pictures of this man, but... and they cooperated. There's some kind of deal going on at Bart's school. This strongly backs the theory of Bouquet being involved in the attack on the school. What happened? What happened? streaming because he didn't know because he just woke up. Okay. So what's going on here? Am I missing something? I don't see anything. But it says I'm missing something. Oh. The number for Vacay's protected office phone is out there. This cannot be happening. This is how our blind part reached him, and who knows how many other people have this info. This is a complete disaster. We gathered all we need. We'll get an intervention team ready from the local base near Provo to go and look for Vacay. We're on the way. Let me try and make sense of everything we've gathered. I need to decide how we should approach this. Blind Bart was school principal back in Provo Purges. He was also the teacher of Oleg Vacay's daughter, who went to fight in the Purgetian army. The school was attacked by FTP rebels. Bart managed to save the students by leaning into the shelter he built, but he lost his ability to walk. The info we collected is unlikely Vacay had anything to do with the attack. Bart blames him regardless, probably because he found out Vacay is a national agent through a leak. A leak which Oleg Vacay presumably caused himself. What a disloyal fool. Now Vacay is hiding out somewhere in Provo for whatever reason. This is it. Theory about the situation we're facing. We'll make sure that we deal with it accordingly. The intervention team is in place. I'm switching over to command, and I'll let you listen and be the listener tool. Here we go.
Echo 1 reporting. Come in, Command.
Commander's reading you.
We have arrived at the designated location.
What is it like?
Sorry, Command. I don't quite follow.
The location? Tell me what you see.
Looks like ruins of a school that has been hit by a large explosive. Possibly an airstrike. Maybe artillery fire.
Can you traverse the ruins?
Affirmative. But the damage is catastrophic. Are you sure the target is around?
Absolutely. Move in and keep me posted at all times. Describe to me everything you see.
Understood. Echo Squad, move in. Entering primary hallway now. The hallway has been severely damaged. You can see the sky right through multiple stories. Some parts are completely caved in. Proceed with caution, Echo Squad. The damage definitely originated some time ago. There's vegetation spreading all over the place. There are some adjacent rooms that seem rather intact. Echo 2, Echo 4, clear them. Rooms are clear. Lots of bags lying around. There were still some geometrical drawings on the chalkboard. The place was clearly left in a hurry. Moving into the next corridor. There's... Oh, shit!
What is it?
Part of the ceiling gave way. Nearly hit one of our operatives. Status, Echo Squad. Dust off.
Ugh. Can you proceed?
Affirmative.
Do it.
Roger. Moving on now.
Status?
All clear. No traces of the target. Some doors are blocked by debris, but there's zero chance they have been opened recently.
Listen, I need you to find the target person. He is around.
There's a basement stairwell that we haven't checked yet. Moving there now. Watch your corners, Echo Squad.
Shouldn't you mention the shelter?
Not much left here either. The projectile went right through half the building like a hot knife through butter. Hate to say it, but we may be out of luck. Wait, found something. There's a hatch leading further down. Looks used recently.
Finally, proceed.
Affirmative. This is the school's library, still intact. Someone put a lot of effort into turning this into some sort of autonomous bomb shelter. And they succeeded. Even the power is still on. From what I can tell, this thing even has working surveillance cams on the walls.
Huh. Peculiar. Maybe Vacay is able to use them. Proceed with caution.
Definitely wouldn't want to. Movement! Get down! Get down! Echo Squad, contain the target!
It's the target. It has to be.
Oleg Bakay, we know you're here. There is no way out of this shelter. Throw your weapons into the middle of the room and come out from your position with your hands on your head. Visual on target. Identity confirmed. It is Oleg Bakay. Your order.
Bakay has been proven to be a traitor to the office. He is a liability as long as he is alive. Terminate him.
Target terminated.
Report in.
Target down. Oleg Bakay is dead.
Very well. Mission accomplished. Make sure the area is secure, then disengage.
Understood. Echo Squad, move out!
I'm sorry if I shocked you there. Kane endangered our efforts and our other agents by extension. Even you, we cannot tolerate that. I would have warned you beforehand, but I feared you would have second thoughts. We must not be hindered by emotions. You will learn what it means to be part of the office. Take this as your first lesson. With time you will... What the bastard? People's voice. Rabanbot is streaming right now. You need to see this. I did warn them.
My dear followers, yes, this is exactly what you think it is. I found Oleg Bakay. What you see before you is an image obtained from a surveillance camera feed from the ruins of my old school, showing him among soldiers of the nation. These highly trained professionals cowardly shot him, a soldier in service of the Pagesian army while he was hiding away from them. Now, as shocking as that image may be to you, the heinous nature of the national government is laid bare before you. Through their propaganda machine called the National Beholder, they dared to make their false allegations against me and the people's voice as a whole. They claimed I'd be responsible for Bakay's disappearance, when it was them all along. But why would they murder a fellow soldier when President Kassat and Prime Minister Blaine are such close friends, you might ask? Oleg Bakay was the person responsible for the attack on Prava Secondary, the school I have been principal of a long time ago. And they knew it. They knew the moment he'd turn up dead, everyone would blame me. They took a life, only to shut me up once and for all. But the people's voice cannot be silenced. So what is there to do for you, my dear followers, against the oppressive force of the national government and the Kassat regime? Do not listen to their corrupt and manipulative media outlets. Do not fail to remind Kassat what has transpired here today. Do not let them sweep this under the carpet, to pass the buck, to influence you with such outrageously false information, to take a life to manipulate your thoughts. Or you may be next. Stand up for your rights and resist Kassat. Resist Blaine. Let's retake our country from President Puppet.
Wonderful. How the hell does that happen? Where do you get this pig? Oh no. No. There's surveillance cameras. This will have severe repercussions, I fear. We'll have some more containment to do. Even though we are facing a lot of trouble, you've done well. For now, you may complete your work for today. Wow! Yeah. Yeah. That is a lie. Disable that. Just gonna grab information. Is there anything I can upload to you? Only about official by the nation, of course. I want him to look insane, but I just want to get all the things updated. Don't care about that. Oh, I can get a picture of him. I want to keep that. Don't care about that. I do want this David Johns person. I doubt it's useful. I doubt it matters. I want it. He was a rugby coach. That should end the day. All kinds of information on Mr. Ott. And that's gonna end our first stream of Orwell Ignorance of Strength. I can tell there was some issues with the stream, with dropping frames. I apologize for that. I will stream this again tomorrow. Probably won't be fixing any frame issues, so only tune in if you want to. But thank you for watching, for those that did, and thank you to those that will watch in the VODs, because you're out there. But for now, this is the end of the stream. We investigated some people. We kinda got that one guy executed by the office. Oops. But, you know, that was kinda the plan. And now there's going to be some cover-up going on. But we'll support the nation and take down the Rabban of Ott. So rejoin me tomorrow for another stream. I hope you had some fun, and I'll see you again. This is the end of the stream. Bye bye.